I'm really excited to be here. Just got a few minutes to talk about Revival Gold. I know a lot of you have been suffering over the last 10 years or so with junior gold positions. Me too. I was involved in founding Revival Gold about 7 years ago, and I thought we would see the turn that Gwen's been talking about sooner. It's been a tough grind, but the change is in the wind. Newmont, Agnico, Kinross, all putting out great results. I think Kinross's EPS per share last quarter was 50% over expectation. Newmont delivered about $1.4 billion of operating cash flow in the quarter. These stocks are up 40 to almost 50%. So why are we in the development business? We're in the development business because those companies are performing so well, and they need to fill their cupboards with new sources of gold production to feed future needs. So this figure shows that in spades. The purple bar is the price of gold, up over $2,300 today. The blue bars are the pace of global gold production, running at about 120 million ounces a year right now. The gold bars are the pace of discovery, and that doesn't reflect permitting, construction, operation, all the things that are required to turn those into mines. So there's a big and growing gap, and that's where the opportunity lies. Revival Gold's strategy is not unique. Am I back to the... Our strategy is not unique. It's a winning strategy. We go where gold's been found before. And what's unique about our strategy is we combine that with a phased approach to development. So we're not trying to carve out big capital-intensive projects that are going to be tough to finance in a tough market. We have been looking for accretive growth as we continue to build towards a more liquid and larger cap name to aggregate more interest and better better cost of capital and shareholder interest. Our project of note, Bear Track Arnett, is located in the western U.S. state of Idaho. We have there a 4.6 million ounce resource of gold, now developed up over the last 6 years. We've completed a PFS on the first phase of that project for heap leach gold production with a modest capital of about $109 million a year, $109 million. And that's because we're on a brownfield site with an existing infrastructure, ADR gold processing facility, power line to site, roads to site. All of those things make for an efficient and relatively low risk opportunity for gold production. Beyond that, we've got 5 kilometers of open strike in our mineral system, which has been untested for gold and which is exploration opportunity for the future. We've got high grades in this system, upwards of 9.8 meters of 71 grams in the main part of this orogenic gold system shown in the figure on the left side in red. So I'm on to our new acquisition, which we just announced about 2 weeks ago. This is in Utah. So again, we're sticking to good geography in the western United States. 1.6 million ounces of oxide heap leachable gold in a project which has got a history going back to the mid-1800s. We're really excited about this. We bought this project from a private company, and it just gives you a sense of how confident we are in the price of gold and where it's going, and in the demand that we're going to see for development projects in good location. This project is importantly on private ground. So that means we can move more quickly through the permitting steps and get into production. I was out in Utah at the start of this week. Our team is super excited about where we can take this. We've got lots of opportunity in this Carlin type deposit to increase the size of the resource. Our immediate focus is on putting together a PEA, which we'll deliver by the end of the first quarter next year. In aggregate, what we've put together with the Bear Track Arnett project and with this new Mercur project is 6.2 million ounces of gold, making us one of the largest Western U.S. gold developers out there. Our total resource will allow us to move to 150,000 ounces of target gold production from these two projects, and it will do so in a very a common jurisdiction. Our team is based in Idaho and Utah, so we got a lot of operational synergies out of bringing these projects together. We've got a lot of exciting exploration potential, Bear Track Arnett, an orogenic gold system, open in all directions, and the Mercur project, a Carlin-type deposit, which has got a ton of potential at depth and along the fringes of the deposits as they're known now. I'm going to move quickly through transaction summary. What we did in buying this project was part with about a third of our market cap to get 1.6 million ounces of oxide heap leachable gold. So we've more than doubled our oxide heap leachable gold for less than a third of our market cap. The board of the pro forma company is essentially the same, although Tim Warman, who was of course part of the successful Fiore Gold endeavor and sale to Calibre, will take over as non-exec chairman of the board. And we're welcoming him on to our board, Norm Pitcher, who's the former president and CEO of Eldorado Gold. There's our resource picture. On the right-hand side of the slide, 6.2 million ounces of gold. So this is really exciting for our team in a rising gold price environment. So just to put this into perspective, today's move in gold alone is double our market cap. We've got a ton of exposure in a metal that's moving quickly up. By our count, we're the third largest portfolio of development assets in the Western United States. And that is an important statistic because investors, as they're looking to invest in gold, are also looking to de-risk. And so being in the US or Canada, these are good places to be for the long term. I've talked a little bit about Idaho and Utah. These are very similar states, very supportive of exploration and mining, good places to build a business. Our pro forma plan is to move forward with that Mercur PEA. That'll be our first project that we see coming into production. Our target is to bring it into a shovel turning construction position within 3 years. And then our Bear Track Arnett heap leach operation, taking our production to a target 150,000 ounces a year of gold. Beyond that, we've got underground opportunities and the big open pit potential at Bear Track. I've talked about our go-forward plans. Big milestones for us in the short term will be to develop up the geological model at Mercur, to move forward that PEA. We've got metallurgical testing underway. And meanwhile, we're continuing with exploration, qualifying targets at Bear Track Arnett along that 5 kilometers of open trend in the main system. The pro forma company is shown in the column on the right, a 70 million market cap, trading at about $7 per ounce of gold in the ground. We think there's a ton of upside from there. And you can see that in this picture here. Trading at the low end of the peer comps and with lots of catalysts ahead. Really happy to have this crowd, and at this time and on this day when we've got such an auspicious announcement from Gwen, I'm sure everybody's wishing her well with that as I do. Thank you, Gwen. Thanks all.